This is a story from High. There was a man named Patrick who worked as a driver for an NGO in High. Every month, just 2 weeks after receiving his salary, his wallet was already empty. He would say to himself, "I can't believe it. I received my salary only 2 weeks ago, and now I am broke again." Whenever this happened, he felt terrible. To survive the rest of the month, he kept borrowing small amounts from friends, neighbors, and even his boss. By the time the next salary arrived, half of it was already gone repaying debts. One day, his younger brother asked him, "Patrick, why don't you pay yourself first before paying everyone else?" Patrick was confused. He said, "What do you mean?" His brother explained, "Whenever you get your salary, instead of giving it all to other people, why don't you keep a portion for yourself before spending or giving it to others?" Patrick didn't quite understand what his brother meant, but he appreciated the advice. In the meantime, Patrick continued living paycheck to paycheck, spending everything he earned and borrowing more money whenever he needed something urgent. One day, while Patrick was struggling to pay off his debts, he saw a crowd of people gathered around a bookstore. Curiosity got the better of him, so he joined the crowd. He heard someone inside the store reading a book. Intrigued, he listened attentively. The book was titled The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason, and the passage that was being read said, "A part of all you earn is yours to keep." These words struck a chord with Patrick, resonating deeply within him. After the reading, Patrick purchased the book and began reading it. As he delved deeper into the book, he realized that it held the answers he had been seeking. With each passing chapter, he discovered valuable lessons on how to escape debt, manage finances, and build wealth. Patrick was eager to apply these lessons to his own life. He started by calculating his monthly income and expenses. After deducting essential costs like housing, food, and transportation, he found that he had approximately 20,000 RWF left over each month. He knew that if he followed the advice from the richest man in Babylon, he could break free from his cycle of debt and financial struggle. He decided to start by saving a small portion of his income. Instead of spending it, he set aside 10% of his monthly salary, which amounted to 2,000 Rwandan francs. At first, it was challenging for Patrick to save this amount. He missed having the extra money to spend on leisure and entertainment. However, he reminded himself of the goal he wanted to achieve: financial freedom. He visualized a future where he no longer had to worry about money or rely on credit to get by. This vision kept him motivated to stick to his savings plan. As the months went by, Patrick diligently saved his 2,000 Rwandan francs every month. He didn't indulge in unnecessary expenses and made conscious choices to stretch his budget. He started cooking meals at home instead of eating out and found alternative, cheaper forms of entertainment. While his savings were modest, he was consistent. He knew that small, consistent steps would compound over time and lead to significant results. One day, while organizing his financial records, Patrick came across a surprising development. He noticed that since he began saving, his expenses had naturally decreased. Without even realizing it, he had cut back on many of his discretionary purchases. He realized that when he had money set aside for savings, he became more mindful of his spending habits. He was less likely to impulse buy or make unnecessary purchases. Patrick was amazed by this discovery. He understood that the simple act of saving money had a ripple effect on his overall financial behavior. It forced him to evaluate his spending habits and seek out more cost-effective alternatives. Patrick had unknowingly cultivated a frugal mindset without even consciously trying to. Over time, Patrick's savings grew steadily. He continued to save his 2,000 Rwandan francs each month, diligently setting money aside for the future. As his savings increased, so did his confidence in his ability to manage his finances. What once seemed like an impossible task, saving a portion of his income, became a natural and effortless habit. As years went by, Patrick's dedication to saving paid off in unexpected ways. His modest savings of 2,000 Rwandan francs had grown to a substantial amount. Initially, his goal had been to escape the cycle of debt and build financial security. But now he found himself with enough money to pursue his long-held dream of starting his own business. Patrick decided to invest his savings in starting a small business that allowed him to work for himself rather than driving. For the NGO, he chose a business that aligned with his passion and skills, ensuring that he would enjoy what he did. With careful planning and management, Patrick's business began to thrive, provided him with a greater sense of fulfillment and financial stability compared to his previous job. As his business grew, Patrick continued his habit of saving money. He understood the importance of financial discipline and never forgot the lessons he learned from the richest man in Babylon. He regularly set aside a portion of his income, ensuring that he always had something saved for unexpected expenses or future opportunities. Patrick's journey from financial struggle to success was an inspiration to those around him. He became a role model in his community, demonstrating that with determination and smart money habits, anyone could improve their financial situation. People often sought his advice on managing money and starting businesses. Patrick was always willing to help, sharing his knowledge and experience freely. Looking back on his journey, Patrick realized that the advice from the richest man in Babylon had been a turning point in his life. The simple act of saving a part of his income had not only helped him escape debt, but it also opened doors to new opportunities and financial freedom. He knew that without that initial step of paying himself first, he might have continued to struggle financially. Now let me ask you, if you earn 100,000 RWF today, how much do you think you should save before spending? Share your answer in the comments. Let's see who has the smartest money habit. Remember, even if you earn a small amount, if you follow this principle and pay yourself first, you can become rich too. Don't let your money slip through your fingers like sand. Take control of your finances and start building your wealth today. If you want to learn more about how to become financially successful, I recommend reading the book The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason. It's one of the simplest and most powerful guides to escaping debt and building wealth. You can find it in many bookstores or online. Thank you for listening to this story. I hope it has inspired you to take action and improve your financial situation. Don't wait any longer. Start today and build the life you want. This is Zamuka Minds, where stories teach us how to rise financially. Remember, pay yourself first, even before paying others. See you tomorrow with another story.